Welcome to Movie Time. Today, we're excited to share our top picks for the best movies of 2025 that are guaranteed to blow you away. This hand-picked list includes the finest action, thrilling science fiction, chilling horror, stunning visuals, and unforgettable moments that made this year special. This video is the 8th installment in our 2025 movie series. Be sure to check out the links to the previous episodes in the description below. If you enjoy these movie summaries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your movie-loving friends. Stay tuned until the end of the video and let us know your favorite film in the comments. Number 10. The Gardener. The Gardener is a fast-paced French action comedy centered around Serge Schuster, a high-ranking government official who suddenly finds himself targeted for assassination by his own government. When he discovers that he is on a secret government death list, he must act quickly to protect himself and his family from imminent danger. He, along with his wife Mia and their children, seek refuge and support from an unlikely ally, their gardener Leo, played by Van Damme. Leo is no ordinary gardener. He holds a mysterious and critical secret linked to the state, and he possesses extraordinary combat skills that quickly come to the family's aid. As assassins close in, Leo's fighting prowess and strategic mind become essential for their survival. Throughout the film, the Schuster family navigates a series of tense and often humorous situations as they evade government agents, relying on Leo's experience and resourcefulness. Number 9. Honey Don't. Submission! Honey Don't is a dark comedy crime mystery set in the sun-bleached sprawl of Bakersfield, California. It follows Honey O'Donoghue, a sharp-tongued, small-town private investigator with a rebellious streak and a penchant for trouble. When a series of mysterious deaths begin to plague the community, Honey is hired to look into what initially appears to be a string of unrelated accidents. But as she digs deeper, she uncovers a tangled web connecting all the victims to a shadowy local church. At the heart of it all is Reverend Drew Devlin, played by Chris Evans, a charismatic and increasingly suspicious preacher with a hypnotic hold over his congregation. Honey's investigation attracts the attention of Officer M.G. Falcone, a no-nonsense cop whose chemistry with Honey adds both romantic tension and unexpected support. As Honey navigates a maze of false leads, red herrings, and increasingly bizarre clues, her snarky wit and reckless courage push her closer to the truth and deeper into danger. Number 8. Death of a Unicorn.
You'd retreat in the face of opportunity.
Death of a Unicorn is a darkly comedic fantasy thriller that follows a father and daughter who stumble upon the extraordinary during what begins as an ordinary road trip. Elliot Kintner, a successful but emotionally distant corporate lawyer, is traveling with his teenage daughter Ridley to a secluded retreat hosted by his wealthy and eccentric employer, Odell Leopold. Their relationship is strained, and the journey offers a rare opportunity for the two to reconnect. On the way to the retreat, they experience a shocking and mysterious roadside incident that changes the course of their lives. What they discover soon draws them into a bizarre and unsettling world filled with greed, hidden agendas, and powerful forces beyond their comprehension. As the weekend unfolds at the opulent estate, strange events begin to escalate. The group, including Odell's family, scientists, and other guests, grapples with a discovery that has profound implications, both miraculous and terrifying. Number 7. Troll 2. Troll 2 is a thrilling sequel to the 2022 Norwegian monster film Troll, continuing the story of a terrifying troll that threatens Norway. After the chaos unleashed by the first creature, a new and even more dangerous troll awakens, posing a greater threat to the country. Unlike before, the Norwegian armed forces are now better prepared, using advanced technology powered by ultraviolet light to combat the mythical beast. As the troll emerges from Norway's wilderness, it spreads destruction and fear, challenging the people's courage and resolve. This thrilling spectacle delivers breathtaking effects and a gripping narrative designed to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers alike. The film scheduled for release on Netflix on December 1st. Number 6. Eden.
Bye-bye.
Eden is a gripping survival thriller inspired by the true story of European settlers in 1929 who attempt to build a utopian community on Floriana Island in the remote Galapagos archipelago. Led by Dr. Friedrich Ritter, played by Jude Law, and his partner Dore Strauch, played by Vanessa Kirby, the group sets out to create a peaceful paradise away from the chaos of the modern world. Initially, the settlers share a hopeful vision of harmony and self-sufficiency, living close to nature. Their fragile peace is soon challenged when new arrivals join the island, along with a mysterious figure known as Baroness, played by Ana de Armas. With limited resources, harsh conditions, and isolation from the outside world, tensions among the settlers quickly escalate. Personal conflicts and power struggles begin to unravel the community's unity, revealing deep-seated mistrust, jealousy, and desperation. As survival becomes increasingly difficult, the settlers face not only the unforgiving environment, but also the darker sides of human nature. Number 5. Together.
Yeah, you do it!
Together is a surreal and unsettling blend of psychological drama, dark comedy, and body horror that explores the extremes of emotional intimacy. The story follows Tim and Millie, a long-term couple, who decide to escape the pressures of city life and retreat to a quiet countryside home. Their goal is simply to reconnect, heal, and rediscover what initially brought them together. As they settle into their new surroundings, their relationship faces the usual strains that surface when two people spend too much time in isolation. The tension is subtle at first, mild frustrations, awkward silences, and old patterns resurfacing, but it soon evolves into something much more disturbing. Their time in the countryside takes an eerie turn when they encounter a strange natural phenomenon hidden in the woods, setting off a chain of events that challenges both their physical boundaries and emotional resilience. What begins as a meditation on closeness slowly transforms into a surreal and haunting experience. Number 4. Five Nights at Freddys 2.
I'm not done with you.
It is a horror mystery thriller set 1 year after the events of the first film. The story follows Mike Schmidt, his younger sister Abby, and security guard Vanessa as they attempt to rebuild their lives after surviving the horrors of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Abby, still emotionally connected to the animatronics, begins to exhibit strange behavior when the town announces its first ever Fazfest, a local celebration honoring the long-closed pizzeria's history. While Mike tries to keep Abby away from anything related to the pizzeria, mysterious new animatronics begin to surface, seemingly activated by Abby's subconscious connection to Freddy and his old friends. As the trio investigates the strange occurrences surrounding Fazfest, they uncover disturbing truths tied to the pizzeria's dark past. The boundaries between the physical and supernatural grow weaker as possessed animatronics begin attacking beyond the confines of the abandoned pizzeria. The film is scheduled to be released theatrically in the United States on December 5th. Number 3. One Battle After Another. One Battle After Another is a dark comedy action thriller that follows the story of Bob Ferguson, a former revolutionary in 1984 California, who has grown disillusioned with the world around him. Once a passionate fighter for change, Bob now lives a quieter, more subdued life. However, his past catches up with him when a long-dormant enemy resurfaces, forcing him to reunite with his old comrades to protect what matters most, his daughter. The film unfolds across two timelines. The present-day timeline set in 1984 shows Bob navigating a complex and dangerous landscape filled with betrayals, old grudges, and a relentless pursuit by law enforcement led by the ruthless police officer Stephen Lockjaw. Parallel to this, flashbacks to the 1960s reveal Bob's radical youth and the events that shaped his revolutionary ideals, exposing the sacrifices and traumas that still haunt him. Bob's daughter becomes the focal point of the conflict, caught between the unresolved battles of the past and the harsh realities of the present. The film premieres in the US and IMAX on September 26th, Number 2. Prisoner of War.
Surely you just ran out of warriors.
Prisoner of War is a gritty World War II action thriller that follows James Wright, a skilled British Royal Air Force wing commander, whose plane is shot down over the Philippines during the brutal Battle of Bataan. Surviving the crash, James is soon captured by Japanese forces and thrown into a notorious prisoner of war camp. But this is no ordinary prison. Run by a sadistic Japanese officer, Lieutenant Colonel Ito, the camp forces its prisoners into deadly hand-to-hand combat matches, purely for the entertainment of the Japanese guards. As the captured soldiers are treated like disposable fighters, James must rely on his wit strength and deadly martial arts training, honed years earlier in Hong Kong, to survive the arena and the daily cruelty. Inside the camp, he forms uneasy alliances with fellow prisoners from diverse backgrounds, each trying to stay alive in their own way. Among them are a defiant American soldier, a weary Filipino guerrilla, and a Japanese-born medic with conflicted loyalties. With every brutal match, James grows closer to uncovering a possible escape route. Number 1. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Fire and Ash, the third epic installment in James Cameron's Avatar saga, deepens the story of Pandora as Jake Sully and Neytiri struggle to hold their family together in the aftermath of their son Netium's death. Grief weighs heavily on them, and tensions rise across the moon's fragile ecosystem. Their peaceful refuge is shattered when they encounter a new threat: the Ash People, a fierce and militant Na'vi tribe dwelling near Pandora's volatile volcanic regions. Varang's a tough warrior, and because of him, the Ash People just don't follow Awa anymore, the Na'vi's goddess. As Jake and Neytiri strive to protect their remaining children and heal their broken family, they must also prepare for a battle against this dangerous new force. Old allies return and new ones emerge, like the Wind Traders, an aerial tribe who ride massive jellyfish-like creatures to aid in the growing resistance. Meanwhile, human colonists remain an ominous presence, their motives becoming increasingly manipulative. The film premieres in theaters worldwide on December 19th. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.